Hello and welcome to this video. Today I'm going to be doing a stock analysis on Safran. Now, Safran is a French company that makes a lot of things within green energy, military stuff, and other stuff. They are large within the French industry, and it is the 19th largest company in France. Now, they make a lot of things for everything. Now, I know that sounds dumb, but they make turbines, they make landing gear, they make valves, they make windows, they make a ton of stuff. So, now, if we take a look at the graph here, as you probably notice, we had a golden cross recently, which is quite nice, and ever since then the stock grew just about 52 bucks, which is about 20% from the original starting point, so it has risen quite nicely since then. Now, as you can see here, it almost tested the golden cross by crossing below the 200-day moving average, but it actually didn't, so that is a quite nice rebound there in the technicals. And as you can see, right after that, it even grew up in the RSI. And while it was testing, you can see it was almost down here in the bottom. It was down at the bottom of the RSI. Now, Safran is a bit more choppy than many other defense contractors. As you can see, it gains and it falls quite a lot, unlike many other companies. But then if you zoom out quite longer, you can see it has had nice growth. But sometimes we get these choppy periods, which is not unlike Safran because they are in some industries that it can sometimes when there come things out about green energy, they fall. About defense or military, they fall or grow. So be a bit wary of that if you invest in this. Now, I do have to personally say I don't own any stock in it because I think they are too diversified and I don't like concerns like this where one company owns a shit ton of other smaller companies. I just don't think their margins are going to be good enough. And I'm going to prove that to you now. As you can see, they do have nice earnings, but as you can see here, their margins are too low. Sometimes they are very nice, but once a single sector, which they are big in, falls, the entire company can fall quite a lot. And now I do know this has to do something with the green energy, where it's not as popular anymore as it was usually. So they are not making quite as much money, and it is a quite large leg of their entire operations. So be wary of that. Now, as you can see here, the earnings, going back to that, they do make quite nice money most of the time, and they even surprise sometimes. They did have this miss with 23%, but right after it was 47% up than expected, so again, quite nice. They do typically say they earn a bit less than they actually do, which many companies do, but these tend to also do it, and they often beat it. Now, the dividends are quite bad. It is only at 7.8%, so again, not that great. Now, if you take a look at the last 2 years, we can see a quite similar curve, increasing slowly but and steadily over the years. Now, this because they make many different things that they are bound to increase. It is a company that is a bit like an ETF because it is so broad in the way of things it makes. So yeah, that is, of course, that can be nice to some, but I don't like it within one company. It's simply just not my cup of tea, so to speak. Now, the technicals on this stock are quite nice. As you can see, after the golden cross here, we are trading primarily in the upper brackets of the RSI here. We did have this one dip below, going down to 18. So yeah, but very nice technicals besides from that. And also just overall, over time, it is performing quite nicely, going all the way from 144 all the way up to, what are we at now? 260. As you can see on the day, also up 2.2%, which is quite nice. But yeah, it has the tendency to perform quite nicely. Yeah. Now, if we look at the technicals, as I said, nice. The analyst, it's a buy. As you can see here, we have 11 buy, 11 strong buy, 2 buy, 6 hold, and 1 sell. Now, that is because analysts typically like companies like this because they are so large. So yeah, it is of course a good company, otherwise it wouldn't be the 19th largest in France, but it is a nice, if you are going to buy this company, it's not going to be your racehorse gaining you 300% in 2 years. It's going to be a steady horse in the bottom of your portfolio that slowly gains. Some days it might lose 5%, some days it might increase. So yeah, if you're going to have this, I would never put any more than 5% of my total portfolio into a stock like this. But then again, I am biased because I really don't like this stock. So yeah, but you could buy this, but I wouldn't recommend getting a large piece of your portfolio this because I don't like the concern as it is. Yep, that is my stock analysis of Safran. If you did like this video, don't forget to like and subscribe.